But believe it or not, we cannot escape capitalism. You know. So even for me, like for example, if I want to survive, I need to have a brand, or I need to have a job, or like sometimes it's difficult. So we just need to go back to the reality, And if the economy said, oh, sustainability is how many billions revenue worldwide, so we just dive into that because no, but with a genuine effort, not just like going to China and make business, but being true to yourself, having genuine values and ethics, and yeah. How do you think? Do you think it's the right way, or I don't know? Maybe I'm just defeatist, or I don't know.
There's no such thing as a right or wrong way, right? I think it like what feels right for you. That's the key, right? Yeah, I think we're just exploring our own ways of
Because at the
seeing
end of
it.
the day, yeah, because I need to grow my brand, for example, or maybe I need to find another job, So I'm stuck. Also, I'm stuck. I cannot just live with uh, with leaves and water,
Mm-hmm.
you know. That's the point. So I'm trapped. Also, I don't know what to do. I need to survive. What can I do? If sustainability is a business, I go to that.
I see.
Unless one day we don't have money anymore, so we're gonna frame another things without money. But since we work with money, it's been difficult for me to escape this. And I've been escaping that many years, but now I want to build my family. I want to grow. I want to make a career. And yeah, I don't know. How do you think?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I agree. I think this is completely solid and fair and logical.
I was living out of that system for many years,
Mm,
and what did it give to me? Nothing.
I get it. Yeah.
You know,
But also, it could have
and
given you a new skill set to be, and also the perspective of authenticity that you can use to, yeah, to create whatever you're creating now to make the right impact.
yeah, yeah. But the point is like we are not completely. We cannot run out of the system. We need to work with the system. We need to work with cooperation, hand in hand. I think that there is a time now that we need to work with cooperation because cooperation are our parents, we are their kids,
Okay.
you know.
What do you mean work with
So
corporations? Being hired by them or advice?
like being hired by them, work with them. If you have a solution, bring the solution to the corporation. Maybe they
Mm,
cannot hear totally the solution or apply 100% of the solution, but they can take some inspiration or even you know apply some ideas and implement something, because the point is like nowadays we point out corporation, oh, they're bad, but no, we need to work with them because they are parents. They are parents, So we need to work with them. We need to work hand in hand. And that's what I was doing with Sudaco. I want to work with corporation to reduce their waste, you know? I'm not just here, oh, don't buy this, don't buy H&M, don't buy Zara. No. I want to recycle their waste
yeah,
effectively.
yeah, yeah.
So I want to work with corporation, you know?
I'm with you. We I think we're aligned on that. I always said that H&M and Zara and Shein, everything that are like faster and stranger places for me to approach at this point are those that I actually need to go to. It's like shadow work. You need to go where it's like strangest and most exciting, because it is for me most exciting to be able to support this type of organizations and moving to the right direction, let's say. um, Maybe it's okay to start smaller again. Maybe it's okay to start with people like Alexander Wang and others that still do have waste, and prove that it works on a smaller scale, before moving into a bigger scale of what these companies would expect from us.
Yeah, and we need to give a solution to the corporation, not just point out how they are bad, because even themselves they don't know what to do,
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they push money to innovation, to research, because themselves they don't know what to do, you know, they're stuck, we're all stuck. So we need to work with them and bring a solution. If they are too big, maybe they cannot implement 100% of our idea, but at least maybe 10 or 20% of our idea that's gonna limit the carbon footprint, yeah, and maybe one day they're gonna change 100% with the other generation, you know. Maybe they're gonna shift 100 to 360 degree one day. We don't know, you know. But for now, I just want to give them idea input, you know. So maybe they can even change their something, you know.
Yeah.
So that's why I want to work with them because we as a citizen alone we cannot do something, you know. We need cooperation because they own the system, you know. They own the
Mm-hmm.
system. So if you agree with that, yeah, let's end the conversation with that. And
Yeah,
what do
yeah,
you think?
yeah,
Do you
yeah.
think it's a good strategy? Do
It
you think it's a good strategy?
I like the strategy in terms of, yeah, making a leap towards this direction. I'm feeling like I need to be still more mentally stable and feel myself more to be able to approach such organizations with something that is really sustainable and substantial as well. Yeah, and I'm just collecting knowledge again, to understand how these people think as well. I'm going deeper into the policy people who are, working on law creations in the EU and internationally, I mean, in the US. So I'm collecting this type of information because this is kind of the scale that we're talking about here. Um,
Yeah. But do you think that we as a population should work? We as a community of sustainability people should work with cooperation. Like for example, the how is present. They get from Shin.
yeah, 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 yeah. And I know
Yeah.
the question you're asking is a good question. As a collective, it's hard to tell. It's gonna work for some people. It's not gonna work for some others. It's just how it is. Like, right, like some designers would want to work with some organizations like this. Some wouldn't. I think it's gonna be very personal. You know.
Yeah, and then for example, the policy of fashion revolution now is more open to with the fundraising policy is more open nowadays. They release a new fundraising policy that is more open to any type of cooperation. That also like the Castro didn't have that before. The fundraising policy that was limited to only few funds allowed, and yeah, I think I don't know. Maybe we can just try. Let's try, and if the corporation can hear us, and then we can dive.
Yeah.
If they just want to
Yeah.
greenwash us, let's see.
Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna publish some research that I've done on the communications that are present right now in the policy making work, and try to really understand their language to be able to speak a language that is not as esoteric, but also see what kind of esoteric language they use. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
do
but the
that.
point is, like, I would suggest you, to avoid the esoteric words,
Like what?
or even language.
Like what? Tell me.
Yeah. No, like for example, I would say, if you want to be as much as effective, like it depends on where the presentation will go. Who's your audience?
Both policymakers and big brands, big organizations like LVMH, Caring, you know.
Okay, so they understand that. They understand the esoteric
They
uh, language.
okay.
They understand, and I also find that a way that we use esoteric language, like an economist, for example, it's not totally bad, because who rule the world? The economists, right? And how do they speak? They use esoteric language, like Max Weber, Karl Marx, all those people who shaped the world we live nowadays. They are all economists, and they all use esoteric words, you know. So in a sense, that's it's also powerful,
Yeah, it
And the
is.
more you make a powerful presentation, the more you're gonna be heard, and the more you're gonna make an impact also through your analysis and the coherency of and also I would say the relevance of your analysis, you know, because it's depend of our audience. What I'm just talking to you about esotericism is about fashion revolution, for example, because they address to people like population, for example. So the population can be overwhelmed.
I
But
see.
if you want to approach a big corporation, yeah, you need to be an economist. You need to be an economist because at the end of the day, economists rule the world. That's how they brought us to capitalism nowadays, just by the writing of economics people like Max Weber, for example, and Adam Smith, for example. Adam Smith talk about the invisible hand, you know,
Yeah.
and that's how he predicted the world economy nowadays. So yeah, we need, if you want to attract people on the top, you need to be an economist.
So
Yeah,
what
so we can hand.
what makes an economist? Just to understand your definition of an economist, a business person.
Uh, you no the economist language. Yeah,
I get it.
not as an economist, not as a business person, but as a language.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, like all about your input about the world and everything needs to be as much as esoteric and as an economist language. Because it's really powerful. Economy is really powerful. Economists are really powerful. Yeah, and that's why it's the most difficult. One of the most difficult. You know, field, like London School of Economy in London, for example, is really demanding. Sciences Po Paris, politics science in Paris are also demanding, and yeah, and it can make a big difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you for
Mm.
this. This is a great insight. I think I need to kind of sleep on it, and feel it. Yeah. All right.